Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Funday Sunday, and you might be wondering why I brought you here. Well, one is this shot. Watch this shot right here. A citadel? What? Yes, they actually get a citadel on a German tier 8 battleship, the Bismarck. I can't believe we actually got a citadel on the Bismarck. Now, for everyone that does not know, the German battleship line has turtleback armor, so it makes it near impossible to citadel a German battleship. I've tried it with the Yamato broadside and training room. Cannot penetrate. But if it comes down from the top, you're able to citadel. And that's basically what happened. Our shots were far enough away that when the shells were coming in, they were coming more from above. In this episode, there's going to be one kind of long battle where I talk about basically horrible people who are assholes in World of Warships. I know, shocking, right? Shocking. And then the last replay is going to be a really interesting replay that I had occur in my turbines. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. I will see you guys in the next replay. Alright everyone, welcome back to the next replay, and I know and I understand it's another rune replay, but it's not the matter of fact of what ship I'm driving. It is going to be about one friendly teammate, and I mean quotation on the friendly, because as you will see, he becomes a downright dick. We'll get there when we get there. Alright, so I am joined today by both Brandon and Jay. Jay is in his Iowa, and Brandon is in his new and very amazing Shimakaze. Let's take a look at the team. Islands of Ice. There is a Montana, Yamato, Iowa, 2 Turpets, Rune, Otago, Shimakaze, Habarovsk, 2 Bensons, and Loyang on our team. On the enemy team, there is a Montana, Yamato, Izumo, North Carolina, Turbits, Baltimore, Prince Eugen, Otago, Gearing, Habarovsk, Udoloy, and a Fubuki. Now, to start off, I am going to go follow Brandon in his Shimakaze. And one of the destroyers, I believe it was a Benson, was asking me to support them at B. I was like, okay, I'll support both. I'm heading towards A. I can fire through that gap and hopefully help. But my main thing was to go towards A. Now you might be wondering, who is this player that I'm talking about? Watch chat. And hopefully anyone that's watching it on a phone, hopefully you'll be able to see. If not, I will be reading it aloud. Because, like I said, this guy was a total asshole. Downright total asshole, and he was useless. Only became useful at the very end of the game. That's it. Only time he ever actually did anything worth of anything. So moving our way over to A right now, and J is currently moving towards C with the other battleships. And look at the chat. Lost Spacer, Shimmy, go die at A, please. At first, when I saw this, I thought he was actually, you know, Shimmy, don't die. Don't go die. Don't die at A. That's normally what you see. But no, he's expecting my friend Brandon in the Shimakaze to die. Now, here's one thing. Actually, I'll point this out after what's about to happen is going to happen. So, moving our way towards A. And once again, Lost Spacer is pointing out, I'm moving towards A. Just keep in mind, the Yamato, which is going to be this player right down there. Hopefully you can see my mouse. Keep an eye on him during the entire match. Keep an eye on where he is. And you kind of will understand why, well, why he was pretty much useless. So, moving our way, and Otago pops up. I have armor piercing, locked and loaded, and then a gearing shows up as well, which is highly unfortunate for my friend in his Shima, because as is about to happen right about now. my friend gets detonated by the gearing. Now, in his defense, he did not have any detonation flags. That's what he told me afterward. He actually didn't have, or else he probably would have equipped it. But he does go down to a detonation, which leaves me alone over at A. Now, as you probably can guess, who's gonna pop up in chat about this? I wonder who. So, I'm by myself against a gearing and a Tago. And just for no spoilers, I'm not going to say if there's anyone else going to be over here. But I want to be careful. I have to worry about the gearing's torpedoes because the gearing has decent torpedoes and the Atago has decent range torpedoes. And look who's back in chat. Our Shima idiot, already dead, lol. Good job. So that just irked me. I'm like, shut up. I'm usually not a mean person. I usually try to be nice. I try to be, you know, helpful when I can. But this guy just irked the hell out of me. And he goes way too funny. Now keep in mind, the Yamato captain is right here. He has moved maybe even a block. And now he says, you're the rune who went with him to die too, please. Shut the fuck up. And this is where like online games get a bad name because of these guys. I mean, I understand the game should be fun, should be, you know, supportive, but then you get people like this. So did get a Citadel on the Atago, and I'm not spotted right now. I don't have to worry about the gearing, so I can actually kind of move in and hopefully get another Citadel on the Atago. We'll see how this goes. I'm still getting used to the runes, so my shots might be a little bit off. Yes, I did misjudge that aim. I will admit that was a horrible shot. And so Brandon pops up. How about you just play like a teammate? Yeah, or actually, you know, support the team. And it pretty much goes on and on. He goes, you went to A alone, Shima. You were told not to, and you got raped. So we got 2 Citadels on the Atago. Very, very nice. And that maneuvering sent me all the way south of A. So it's going to take me a little bit of time to get back up to A if all possible. So I do start turning around. And I reply, anyway, I'm not dead. And who the fuck made you the boss? He's like, it's funny. Like, really? Really? It's players like him or her. It could be a her. Because there are female gamers that play World of Warships. But it's players like them that make this game really bad. And so he points out, you're up there doing nothing, Hakaym. I'm like, I just took out a Tago. Let's see how many kills you've taken out. Yeah. Yeah. No kills. Not so far. But unfortunately, I should also point out, my friend Jay just died in his Iowa. And the game's actually kind of close right now. As far as ships, we're actually fairly even. But they do have 2 caps. They have both A and C. While we do control B. And look where Montana is. I don't really understand what the fuck Montana was doing. And I also pointed out, taking out a Tago isn't really nothing. At least I actually took someone out. And he's like, a tier 9 got a tier 8. I think he's trying to say tier 9 got a tier 8. Good job. And so Jay pops in, hey guys, let's just be friends. And I don't mean to sound like an asshole. And I know I am sounding like an asshole right now. But like I said, this irks me off. And I understand there are sometimes when you get really dumb players, but in this situation, it was RNG. RNG controls detonation, plain and simple. And yes, had he had a detonation flag, this wouldn't have happened. He probably could have escaped and got away from that gearing, but it happened. And you can't really do anything but get over it and actually play the game. And oh yes, so we are spotted right now by the gearing, and fortunately German cruisers have hydroacoustics, and I think I'm gonna be able to... Oh, nope. Nope. I take one on the nose, but I do have damage control up and am able to knock out that flood. Now, the gearing is a good ship, but a cruiser nonetheless can put out the damage far more so than a destroyer. And that was a weird way to say that. So basically, cruisers defeat destroyers. We counter destroyers fairly heavily. So if a surprise attack, yeah, a destroyer can take out a cruiser fairly easily. But if the cruiser is aware, the cruiser can do a really good job as far as taking out destroyers. And let's see how this goes. So I am being backed up currently by a friendly Benson, which is this... Oh, sorry, a Benson. Good lord, I could have sworn that was a Benson. A Lo Yang. And I should also point out that the Haberdosh, Frenzy Hunting, has 3 kills in his Haberdosh. Keep an eye out for this player. He's a fantastic player. High props to him. So the gearing does pop up due to hydroacoustics. And so we're going to start firing at him. He's starting to dodge. Now he's outside the smoke. Can we actually get a kill? Oh, our hydroacoustics went down. But I think we're close enough to actually be able to see him once we get past the smoke. All I have to do is dodge any incoming torpedoes, which the gearing probably has sent out. And there he is. He's very low on health. Can we take him out? Good. Good, good. Just took out the enemy gearing, and yep, there are the torpedoes. And Jay in chat is pointing out to Lost Spacer, would killing a gearing count as doing something? It's nice having someone to back you up. And so I point out, I don't know, that's a pretty tall order. I'm pretty much a noob. Don't really understand what I'm doing. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I know I'm not perfect. But yeah. And so Brandon points out I've also capped A. And can you guess where the friendly Yamato is? Yep. He's right down here. He has moved 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. 4 of those squares. And has he taken any kills? Huh. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like me and the Haberdosh and the Benson and even the other Benson has, you know, killed someone. Not the Yamato. And Jay's pointing out that I blow at this game. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm such a noob. Oh. Yeah, he calls me a wallet warrior. Thanks. And someone also points out that I do have two kills. So, all in all, if you're playing a multiplayer game, don't be a fucking asshole. That's all I ask. And Mr. Yamato here is telling the Haberdosh captain what to do. And right now, I'm trying to stay away from both a Montana and a Yamato. Trying to stay as far away and as angled as I can, because they are going to be an issue for us later on. Now our team's doing alright. The Haberdosh is going to be the one that saves us. He pretty much wins this game for us. By any stretch of the imagination. Now, the Montana captain does take out our friendly Lo Yang, which is highly unfortunate. It looks like he did get caught on that island. But yeah, that's not good. So now it's 4v5 with the enemy team in favor. Hopefully we can pull this away. We'll see. And Mr. Kamikaze is telling Mr. Yamato to pretty much mind your own business, let the man play. And Mr. J, I hope your wife's not watching this, but he points out pretty much Mr. Yamato is acting like his wife, telling him how to drive. Yeah, that's not good. That's not nice. So, opening up on the Yamato, and here things get a bit dodgy. Very dodgy. Ooh. Mr. Yamato does not... Montana. Mr. Montana does not like the fact that I was shooting at him. Unfortunately, the rune, as far as mine, is fairly low detection. It has 11.1. And we're going to try to get away as quietly as possible. And the Montana captain, for whatever reason, decides to leave Cap. Leave B, which he has actually almost captured. Had they kept B, this game might have gone quite a different route, honestly. Because we're still down one ship. And once again, Mr. Yamato, our friendly Yamato, is basically starting to bash Brandon, saying that he fails as a Shima, and he was like, "You were told not to." Yeah. Just don't be an asshole. That's all I ask. If you play these games, don't be a fucking asshole. Just don't. Oh, so now you might be wondering, how the hell did we win this? Pretty much the Haberdosh. The Haberdosh captain, and even the Benson captain. Actually, I think the Benson just got a kill as well. They were pretty much supporting this team. I mean, I'm doing what I can, getting chased down by a Montana, and soon even a Yamato, which will be actually appearing around the island here soon. And I'm trying not to die. If I die, that means we lose points, and that's not good. That's not good at all. So I'm trying to stay alive and harass and kind of keep that base from being captured as best as possible. So I do take a shot at the Montana, hopefully to help. But there's also a enemy Yamato that just appeared around the corner. Yeah, I'm going to take really big steps in the other direction and hopefully not die. And once again, I kind of want to show that Mr. Yamato, for what he's done in this game, he actually kind of redeems himself at the very end. So I think we're actually going to stick through this. Hopefully we'll be able to do some more damage. And he's pointing out how many would bet that Brandon would be at the bottom of the tier. And I'm trying to remember actually who was at bottom. Don't really remember. I don't think he was bottom actually. I think Brandon and his Shima wasn't bottom. Wow, that kind of sounded wrong. Never mind. He wasn't last place as far as experience, if I remember correctly. I will point out if I am wrong. So this Montana captain on the enemy team, I don't know what he's doing. Because he was on B, chased me over to C, or chased me over to A, started getting distracted by the Haberdosh, and then went back to B, and is now capping B, and the enemy Yamato finally made his way over to A. And he's firing at me. Oh, those are big shells. I do not want to get hit by them, so I slow up, turn in, but I do reset the Yamato on that cap and get 3 base defended. So there's another one. And I'm just going to try to harass this captain as much as I can. And I think if I can, I'm going to try to take over the camera. Let's see if this works. Yes, we're using the downright shitty camera, but we're going to quickly try to fly over here. Hopefully see what Mr. Yamato is able to do. Now, right now, all I'm going to be doing is just trying to keep alive, because if you look at both the points and the time, it's about to end. So the Yamato does open fire, it looks like. Actually, that might be the Benson. Let's see. I believe, if we actually can get over there in time, that the Yamato captain is actually going to take out someone in the last few seconds of the game. So I'm going to actually see you guys in the next replay here soon. See you guys there. Alright everyone, welcome back to the next replay, and hopefully you guys are, kind of relaxed, because after seeing that guy, yeah, even watching again kind of just annoyed me. And I'm not usually someone that gets very annoyed, but this replay is fantastic, and it's great way to show what can happen in 10 seconds. So right now, I'm kind of in a peculiar situation. I am currently on sea, hiding behind an island, and I do fire my torpedoes towards this Bismarck. Hopefully we can actually get some good damage, maybe. Now, at this time being, you can see there are actually 5 battleships just north of me. There's 3 just to the top left and 2 further out. But this Bismarck is going to actually eat about 3 torpedoes. So that actually gives us about 30,000, almost 35,000 points of damage for us. So we're sitting kind of comfortably, and we do capture the base, which is fantastic. And I started moving forward, but I get detected. And there is a North Carolina, a Nagato, and also a Scharnhorst just about 5 kilometers away, which is not really a good situation. And here's one thing, no offense to the North Carolina captain, but why would you continue selling broadside towards a Tirpitz that is sitting behind this island when you know he's there? Because I am being detected because there's a Mayhan, and unbeknownst to me at this time, there's also a Mutsuki hiding around somewhere. Yeah. So the North Carolina keeps moving forward, and at this time I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. So I stop reversing and I go full throttle. We are going in full, and we are gonna see if we can take out this North Carolina captain or die trying. Alrighty, so let's see what happens in the next 20 seconds. We'll go with 20 seconds, roughly. Now, pull forward, Mahan and Mutsuki both come out from behind the island. You can see that I'm looking at my torpedoes, and at this point I'm like, oh, I should just use my back guns, because my back guns are actually about in range, and I do fire, get a decent salvo. Here I'm actually having trouble seeing where the marker is. Fire my spread of torpedoes, and watch this. All 4, we get high caliber, and watch how close we are. Can you guess what's about to happen? We get Die Hard, and there's a Mutsuki just to the right of us. We fire our guns. Our secondaries take him out, and we get double strike at the exact same time, as well as Confederate. So we got 5 medals in a span, we'll say about 10-20 seconds, roughly. I'll post on screen how long that actually did take, but we did pretty good. And what's really actually really cool is the Nagato captain is, you know, wow. But also the North Carolina captain congratulates me and says, good job, Hakaym. And at this point, I really wish I could go back and say thank you, because you don't see this very often in your enemy team, because most times they get pissed and like, ah. This North Carolina captain, W. Caraway, was a fantastic player, and he did congratulate me, and I give you high praise for that. I should have said thank you. I regret that I didn't. We earned a victory after, and so after everything, we earned 700,859 silver, 6,811 XP, 341 free XP. And then come the medals: Double Strike, Close Quarter Expert, Confederate, High Caliber, and Die Hard. That's probably the second or third Die Hard I've ever received. Damage-wise, 165,039, 23 shell hits, 7 torpedoes, 1 plane shot down, 5 incapacitation, 2 kills, 4 fires, 7 floods, 2 citadels, 1 captured base, and 86 secondary hits. Yeah, that was actually a really good game. As you can probably guess, we did earn top of the team due to the fact that we earned all those medals very rapidly and also captured base. So that was pretty much why we earned that high of experience. But the Fubuki captain did an excellent job as well. Now, as far as damage wise, we did 68,000 to the North Carolina. Only about 5,000 because he was low on health. 31,000 on the Bismarck. And the Nuremberg got 25,000. And the Nagato, which I actually don't think I fired at, but somehow we did about 18,481 points of damage on the Nagato. I don't really remember shooting at him. Maybe I shot him at him before, but I don't really recall. So after every expense, we earned 566,719, over 500,000 credits from that one battle alone. It was a more of a what the hell just happened moment than anything else. And this is actually going to be it for this episode of Funday Sunday, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. But anyways, if you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys have a great and fantastic day. Zaijian.